Lithuania is sending returnee Monika Linkyte to Liverpool in 2023 with her song Stay, in brackets, Shuto Tuto. But will she be staying in the semi-final? Let's review Eurovision. Yeah, that's the year of the returnees in 2023. Lithuania is another one of them. Monika Linkyte represented her country back in 2015 as part of a duo. She's back this year with quite a rousing song called Stay, in brackets, Shoot a Tuto. I don't actually know what that means, but I could have looked it up. I haven't. Let's have a little listen to Stay. Right, that was a little bit of Stay. Emily, do you want it to stay in the semi-final, or are you going to catapult it into Saturday's show?
It's one of those ones where I just don't feel like I have a strong opinion on it either way. If it stays in the semi-final, I'm unbothered. If it gets the final, also unbothered. It's just it's another kind of female ballad. It's fine. It does what it says on the tin. She has a nice voice, but there's nothing kind of remarkable about it. And I think there are a couple of songs kind of like that. I think kind of Estonia as well. I think if you played those two to me back to back, I'd struggle to be like, oh, that's from that country and that's from that country. Because yeah, for me, it's just kind of, it's okay. Yeah, she has a nice voice, but there's just kind of there's no more kind of substance to it for me than that, really.
Yeah, that does make sense. I'll echo most of that. I think it's quite generic, I think, but not in like a solo from Poland kind of generic sense. It's just it's the sort of thing. There's one of these every year, it feels like, and it's sort of filling the space of it's that rousing empowerment sort of a semi-ballad type thing. I did quite like the slightly gospel infusion of it, and I think doing that second version where it ramps up the Lithuanian and it's more chant like, it does give it a stick in your head type quality, but it's just it doesn't really change my life really. She performs it and she stops performing it, and the staging, certainly in the national final, the staging felt quite closed because for a lot of it she's just singing to a few people and then the camera circles around them, and it feels a little bit insular when really it's quite a loud vocal, if that makes sense. So it does the job.
No, I agree, and it's weird. That's just reminding me. I did a what Eurovision 2023 song are you? And it was
God.
this, and I don't really know how to feel about that.
You got this?
I got this.
What?
I have no idea how. Apparently, my personality in that song must be similar, which, quite frankly, is an insult.
That is quite insulting, actually. I would take that as a nasty dig. I don't think you'll like this song at all. Was it one of these BuzzFeed ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I once did one.
Unreliable. Don't trust the algorithm.
They're very reliable. I once got one. Which Spice Girl are you? And I got Victoria Beckham. Which, no, they're very questionable, so I wouldn't take that to heart. Anyway, that's our set of comments. It's performing in the second semi-final. We keep saying, in theory, it's the easier of the two, but does she stand a chance of being one of the 10 songs of the 16 that get out of it? What's your personal rating out of 10, and is it qualifying?
I wouldn't want to say kind of, I think it could qualify just because, as we've said, it's the kind of weaker of the two semi-finals. But I mean, I won't want to put a bet on it either way, to be honest. For me, it's a 5 out of 10.
That's quite harsh.
Sorry. It just happens. I'd skip it if it comes on Spotify. I can't be giving it more than a 5 if I skip it.
That is true. I don't often listen to it. Sometimes I will, but most of the time I won't. So that's quite a good metric. But I just feel quite harsh still, though. I don't think it's not bad though. That's neither like it's good nor bad. She can sing it well. It's got a nice sing along quality. I think on balance, it's more positive than not.
Yeah, it's more positive than not, but it's just meh.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, having been like a 5 is harsh, I'm going to give it a 6, which is not substantially better. But yeah, it's sort of, you're right, it happens. She starts singing it and then she stops singing it, and then my life's not been changed in any way, shape, or form by it. Will it qualify? I'm inclined to say it probably will, if I'm honest. I think it benefits from being fairly late on in the running order. So I think it will stick in people's minds. If it was like song 2 or something, then I think it would struggle, but it's near the end. So that's good for it. But is it going to do anything massive in the final? I think the juries will quite like it, but I imagine this is going to sort of pinball its way down the leaderboard.
Yeah.
And it's going to fall straight through, and it's going to end up getting like 6 points or something, because nobody's going to remember this. Because it's nice, but it's just nothing particularly stand out, to be quite honest.
Yeah, no, I agree. But that's what we think. Let us know what you think in the comments, of course. And don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified every time we upload new content. We're nearly there, nearly at the end. It's only 4 more after this, and then you'll be free of us for another year. But that's it from this episode. Thanks very much for watching.